Hi, I'm Rhonda.
I'm Angie.
And we are getting ready to go on a ferry out of Homer.
Yeah, today our next adventure is to Seldovia. So Halibut Cove was more of a community, it's not really a town. Seldovia is a town, and you can only access that by air or by ferry boat or water taxi. So air or by boat to get over there. They do actually have an airport, and we're gonna head over there for the day, do a little hike. A little town I've been wanting to visit for a long time, and that's the ferry behind us.
So a question that comes up frequently when we're traveling like this is, what about the dogs? Well, on this ferry you can take dogs. It's $10 a dog, but the dogs were out yesterday and got a lot of exercise, so we are leaving them in the RVs to sleep. We feel pretty comfortable doing that for half-day trips, but otherwise we wouldn't, and the weather is pretty tepid today. It's not really hot, so we're not worried about leaving them in the RV.
Yeah. We're on the fast boat, so this is the Seldovia Bay ferry, and it only takes about 45 minutes to go much farther than we did the other day on the slow boat, the Danny J, that took us to Halibut Cove. The Danny J was a World War II boat, so it just pretty much puttered along at tugboat pace, and so this is fun being on a fast boat. I can't wait to get outside and feel the ocean breeze on my face.
Here's the important information. Complimentary coffee and tea.
Even more important information, this total cost for us to come over on the ferry was $92, and that was half price. So we bought a Tour Saver book, and we've used, so a lot of the things we've done, we've actually have done half price with the Tour Saver coupon book. So yeah, get you one of those for when you come up next time, and really try and hit some of those coupons in there, because it's saved us probably $600 so far at least.
Easily pays for itself.
Yeah, paid for itself within the first trip. All right, see you outside. No stop to a new town is complete without coffee. So we're in a little cafe here getting our coffee cups. And then someone found something sinful outside of the market.
0 calories. You're sure we have it.
This is why I'm not losing weight.
Okay, this is lemon cake with a mousse center and a raspberry, some type of like raspberry frosting. That's what it should spice.
This is my favorite shirt, and I literally have things that won't come out.
Okay, so we're on the Seldovia Historic Boardwalk, and people have lived here for thousands of years. This is a meeting spot for all types of indigenous people from all over the area. And in the 1700s, the Russians came, and when they did, they established a trading post here and a church. So lots of trading went on here. Russians were actually the one that named this town. There's still a Russian Orthodox church here. And then 1867, when Alaska was purchased from the Russians, and we started having a lot of Europeans come over here too. So it was a hot spot for Scandinavians because of the rich fishing history.
Getting ready to do the Otter Bahn trail.
It's 3.2 miles round trip, and a nice group of ladies. We let them go ahead of us.
They're knocking down all the cobwebs.
And scaring the bears away. Even though I do have bear spray. All right, nice start to the trail. They have a rope here for some reason. It's not that steep, but hey, why not?
Well, the mosquitoes aren't bothering me too much because I think that giant one in town sucked me dry.
Whatever. Literally, I've seen no mosquitoes, and then I turned around and one was getting Rhonda. I'm like, yeah. So this is why I have you around, because they don't bother me when she's around. Thanks, honey.
Anytime.
What is peat? It's the accumulation of dead plants that have piled up in standing water over the ages. Oxygen-poor aquatic environment prevents these fossil plants from decomposing into their basic building blocks of carbon dioxide and water. It's gorgeous out here. So this hike takes you to Outer Beach. There's just a couple people out here that wanted to hike this, and the tide looks like it's up, so sometimes you can go that way and then walk back on a road back to town.
Might be able to get around the rock.
Yeah, I don't know if the tide's coming in. I'm not doing that kind of stuff. That's just down. There's a vehicle over there on that beach.
You can get to it right through there.
Anyway, pretty, huh? Man, you come to Seldovia, Homer. There's so many beaches to go play around on. Oh, we totally can get over there. Huh. So it is low tide. We were able to get around that little point right there. And so now we're going to go back on the road, dirt road. That way we'll be a different part of town. Why go back the same way if you don't have to? We like seeing new stuff. I'm always intrigued by graveyards, and there's some people born in this graveyard from the mid to late 1800s, so it's pretty old. And pretty interesting to see all the Russian names there. Just speaks to the influence in this area.
So we've had a great time. We did a little hike. But if you go through town, make sure you check out all of the wood carvings. So almost every single business will have one. They're not super noticeable because most of them are not painted, but they're definitely awesome and worth checking out, and you could totally miss them if you're not paying attention.
And this is Main Street. So this
Yeah.
is probably only has a few hundred residents. And
what else is
yeah, Main Street in Alaska.
Oh,
Kind
and
of like
there's a
this is where
little-
everything goes on here,
There's a post office.
including kids on bikes.
And so the Boardwalk Hotel, there's a restaurant there. That's where we ate. I will say that the halibut and chips that I had were
And so are the
Very
fish tacos,
good.
some of the best we've had. Yeah. Well, another great day exploring a part of Alaska that I've never seen before, despite living here for 13 years.
It's a big state.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we could live in Homer and not really do everything here, but at least we got a chance to do a couple of different things that I haven't had a chance to do before, and Rhonda's never been to this area. Win-win all the way around. But I would say if we ever came back to this area, I would probably spend at least one night in Seldovia, just because there's hiking and there's kayaking and you can go fishing from here, a lot of great fishing spots. And then Halibut Cove, I think we could easily spend more time there just
Definitely
because
go back there.
yeah, just because it's so chill and we like that. Even though there's only a few hundred residents here, there's definitely, you know, was a quicker vibe here for sure. Just with the tourists here that are every day on the ferry. But yeah, come to Homer, but don't just stay in Homer.
Yeah, exactly.
And come to Homer and stay for a while because there's a lot to do there. But take the ferry across, take a water taxi across to Kachemak Bay State Park, and tons of hiking and kayaking over on this side of the bay. All right, check you later.